great to see Cleve back. He absolutely loves coming over here to the US and testing his game against some of the best, and that's exactly what he's about to do. Steve Jameson still here with you on comms, and joins by Dustin Cook. Dustin, a very good afternoon to you here as we've got Cleve at the table. Doing well, enjoying the Kansas City hospitality so far?
Very much so. That definitely nice atmosphere, nice people, nice pool room. You know, good to see all the fresh faces. You know, even more of the European stock has come over, and got to meet a few more of the players last night with Jordan Shepard and you know, his friend that came with him, Ricky. So definitely nice to get to meet more players.
Yeah, it's been a great experience in the last couple of days here in Kansas City. Quite a few players have come over here a little bit early, whether they be from these shores or from further afield. And it's made for a nice atmosphere here in Side Pockets, as we see Cleve here, Bloodfire, as his nickname goes. And he's done a good job here of getting his hard work done early, and all of a sudden solids look pretty good.
Pretty good. That a very well break off and a good opening shot to get started on the pattern.
We're going to go coast to coast here. Is Cleve Thompson, and he left a little bit more angle on this one, I suspect.
And a great shot.
Yeah, really cued that one nicely. He's got a lot of he's got very easy cue power, hasn't he, Cleve? He's a big guy with a long stroke, and he's got a lot of really easy power, but he used all of it there.
And he's got good rhythm too.
Yeah.
He delivers the cue, good timing.
Yeah, another super visit to the table from Cleve Thompson. When he ran into Tyler Steyer in the shootout in Louisiana, it was, on paper at least, a huge mismatch, but Cleve showed us exactly what he can do, and it just seems to be completely at home here in the US in a way that maybe we've not seen the best of him in the UK. He's been fabulous every time I watched him on the bar box tables. Here he is from Milton Keynes in England, but he does have family heritage here in the States. So first shot in anger then for Sam Henderson. And that is there's nothing wrong with the break off, but the layout at least is a very ugly leave. And it's going to be Cleve's first shot here, but I don't think it will particularly bother Sam if Cleve has a bit of a swing at these, because these have come out absolutely horrible.
And this is where, you know, the 8-ball knowledge, you know, for veteran players comes in handy about picking off balls and knowing what balls to move to create another shot. Almost kind of like, for us, you know, a 14.1 or a straight pull run out. Not sure if that's a big game in the UK still or not.
No, I wouldn't say big, but it's definitely played. I think the one thing I've noticed with we were chatting about this earlier on the way in, was biggest thing I've noticed culturally is just how popular the game of pool, in whatever form it may take, is here in the US. It's great because I'm a huge pool guy from the UK, love it, but here it just seems almost like a way of life.
It can be
for a lot of people, you know. The club's packed every night.
There's not many sports where you can come out as an amateur and, you know, rub shoulders with a pro, you know, going through the ranks, you know, like this young Sam, you know, being a younger guy, you know, playing junior circuits and stuff like that, and still being able to play, you know, pro level opens and being able to compete against the best players in, you know, now with this format, the world, not just the country, but the world.
Cleve has slightly overrun this shot. I just wonder, can he hold this? Takes it long. And what was a very, very tricky layout all of a sudden has just been slowly picked apart here.
4 shots away from a completed rack and a very good one.
Yeah, you'd have looked at the table when he first came and you're almost going, oh, rather you than me. I think Sam would have been very pleased to see Cleve taking these on. Less pleased now.
You know, maybe a little bit more with the American players. This is probably one of those layouts where they just tick you off a ball and, you know, send the cue ball up table throws to a round and say, have fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, after you. Just about minding your work now for Cleve Thompson. He's done so much good work in this visit.
Just be tidy with the cue ball here. You know, can punch forward a little bit by the 11 or, you know, a soft screw back, you know, on this side of the 14, and you should have the 8 ball in the corner pocket.
Yeah, he's actually played a lovely few shots here. Cue ball. Oh, wow.
He went with the soft screw and maybe just a little bit more pace, and he would have pulled it back to the rail and dodged the pocket.
Oh, feel for Cleve there. That was such a brilliant visit to the table. To then fall short right at the very last.
Well, we'll see if nerves, you know, how Sam holds his nerves together with ball in hand with a open pattern and an open layout.
Yeah, you always need to get that first one on the board, a nerve settler. Sam is very highly rated and well regarded. This won't be an entirely new experience playing on a big stage, but at the same time, bound to be a couple of early butterflies. This will help out no end if he can knock these off.
Definitely should calm the nerves if he gets out here and gets one on the board, because it seems like, you know, certainly with American pool, the first game and the last games can be the hardest games to win.
That translates over the pond, don't you worry. That's a rule for life, that one.
I gotta say, he's got very good cue action too.
Yeah, he gets through the ball nicely, doesn't he?
Definitely a good confident stroke. That's what you want to see in juniors.
I think for me, what I've noticed the most in this frame from Sam is, for me, even though he was nailed on to win that frame as soon as Cleve scratched the cue ball so late on into his visit, Sam was, you know, always going to win that frame. But the way that he won it, you know, confident, picked a good pattern, cue ball was always well controlled. Well, that'll do. Cut break seems to have been the way so far on this table in the shootout. Front ball breaks have been a touch inconsistent. And the reason why that, you see there on the replay, the cut break, you're almost breaking the balls twice.
Definitely.
Just helping them open up a little bit more. Cleve's looked really sharp so far, been impressed.
A nice out here will definitely get him back in good rhythm and maybe get him, you know, a little bit, you know, better, what words am I looking for? Get him in a better frame of mind going forward into the match, getting ahead.
The ball that he's got to worry about there, though, is that 4 ball doesn't have a natural pocket, and I think even the bank shot is blocked. So he needs to do something about that.
Oh, beautiful.
Just like that, that'll do.
That'll do nicely.
Yeah, lovely shot from Cleve. Just taking some time just to figure out his pattern from here. He looks in pretty good shape. Wants bounce, and he is short.
Yeah, maybe a little soft on that one.
Yeah, he knew that straight away as well, didn't he? Yeah, he needed that to hit that a lot harder.
And I don't know if the one rail kick is on for him to come underneath and maybe try to play it in the side off of the stripes.
Oh, how about that? What an incredible fluke. Well, you have to respect Sam Henderson there, who has given Cleve absolutely nothing, despite the fact that every single pool player knows exactly how painful that is.
Definitely.
What an incredible fluke this is. Has to find a way to respond, and that is a much better break than the one we saw in his first attempt.
Definitely. Much better cue ball.
Options. I wonder if it might have to be striped because of the 3 ball, but if that one goes, solid to nice, but I think it's on a bit of an island really at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, definitely that. I would probably prefer the stripes here, and the hardest shot would be the 13 ball. But you get on it, you should be able to ticky it off the 4 ball and get it in the side.
Yeah, could play it now, but I wonder if he will actually. There's an argument to leave it till last ball with where the 8 is, but I think the right option here will be play it as early as you can.
Definitely. Eliminate the trouble as quick as possible.
Surprised to see him move it, but it's worked well. Worked really well. I mean, that couldn't have come out any better for him.
At all.
Well, that was a bit of a gamble of a shot for me, that.
It was definitely a gamble coming in, you know, drawing off the rail up to it. Very confident and very deliberate. Not wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, I was with you. I like the carom shot there, and for a few different reasons. And one of them was because the route out from there was actually really nice. It all made sense. These two don't connect amazingly well. He played that one nicely, though.
Now 2 shots away from a good clearance.
And that's all that matters, that they fall in.
Definitely.
And we definitely won't be too hard on him after what he had to suffer in the last rack with Cleve's big fluke.
Definitely evens out.
Yeah, I think so. Earns his little bit of luck on that kick-out shot. But you saw there with the way that he cued that one into the top of the table, he's a confident cueist. So Cleve's break allows young Sam Henderson in again. Yeah, and a bit of a head scratcher. I can see that.
Not really an easy starting shot on either pattern.
Yeah, no surprise to hear him call his extension. Oh, that's come out nicely. Played that at a really nice pace, judged it well. You know, we often see with younger players, and we saw it a little bit with Chase earlier, that, you know, they get a real vibrancy about them. They buzz around the table, but with that, they can be a little bit erratic sometimes.
Definitely. But Chase's miss to tie the game up with Chris breaking, you know, that's just rushing your shot. And, you know, American pool, we call it in punch when you're feeling good and, you know, you're flowing, but you know, the younger guys, you know, they struggle with it, with taking the time, because they just want to jump up there and get the clearance.
Point I was going to make, though, is how Sam almost seems to buck that trend. He plays like a much older person than he is.
Much wiser between the ears than someone his age would, you know, tend to be.
Yeah,
and another strong clearance by the young man.
Absolutely. He's exactly what you don't see loads and loads of from younger players, which is he's a very solid player. I mean that in a very positive way.
Definitely no body movement. He stays down. He cues.
You don't get the sense that you're going to get a daft mistake from him anytime soon.
And another strong break off.
Yeah, he seems to have found it, doesn't he, after the first one didn't come out very nicely for him at all. The last couple have been very nice. Although again, a little bit of a head scratcher.
Yep. A few little issues to work out, but you know, if he keeps playing the way he has, I'm pretty sure he's going to dissect this rack.
Yeah, there's a few options. I think it has to be solids. And he wants to deal with the 4-ball as early as he can. He'll take the 3 and just wants to come back a fraction. He decides to bump, and that's come out really nicely. It's a nice touch to be able to have as a pool player, if you've got a knack for running up nice when you're cannoning into balls.
Definitely, when you're moving balls, you traditionally want to avoid that, but I mean, he's hitting the ball so well that it hasn't hurt him yet.
Although there is the curse, yeah. And that's the thing, you just can't keep getting good run with that. It has to go against you eventually. I don't think Sam needed to move that ball.
I don't think he did either. I think if he just could have played just a little soft screw shot, and then I think he would have had a clean cut to the corner pocket by where he's standing at.
Yeah, and that then obviously made that shot very, very difficult indeed. Yeah, I think he had 2 opportunities to land on it there, and a player like Sam, who's a fabulous potter, you know, you just sort of think, well, just give yourself a shot. If you've got a shot on a difficult ball, that's surely easier than trying to cannon it out a couple of times.
And that's the one thing, you know, especially for our side, the shooters are going to shoot.
Yeah. That's a lovely shot from Cleve first up. Just opens everything up. Now it's just a case of getting himself back on the horse here. 2 frames down.
Yeah, if he can complete this clearance and then break and clear up on the next one, that should tie the match back up. And, you know, we'll see where Sam stands when he gets back to the table on his next break.
It's not the best shot Cleve's ever played there. Can't go top left, so I don't think you can avoid the 4-ball.
I don't think so. I think on this one it may just have to play a slightly below center and hit it a little harder than you want to, and maybe rely on bumping the 4 out of the way and drifting down, but he's going to go ahead and play the 10 ball.
His big issue is the 13 at the bottom. Landing on that is now difficult.
If he gets the right rub here, he can go forward and get there off the 6 ball, and I think that's probably what he's going to try to do.
Yeah, has to play it. Yeah, it was caught in two minds.
Definitely.
100% caught in two minds there. Cleve wasn't confident on that shot, and in the end did a bit of one, a bit of the other, and didn't achieve any of his goals that he was trying to do. And Sam Henderson gets a little bit of a let-off. And his first taste of a 15-second shot clock.
And this is, you'll see where his, you know, where his decision making, you know, he's either going to play better and or play close to the same and not worry about it, or it'll panic him a little bit and he'll rush to make the decision a little quicker. A lovely shot. Just don't get straight in on the rail.
Shot to play now. This is one where you can easily beat yourself up about, but he's going to be able to see this 8-ball. He's got to back himself to make it. Don't get too clever.
And most people's first reaction is to elevate and try to screw back.
We got a little bit of run. Little bit of run. He still needs making though. Man played it well. On the hill.
Pretty good clearance with the beeps going off in his backswing.
Eight and a half to play.
And he's managed to get one of each pattern off on the break, so choosing to take solids with the 1 ball tied up and no real breakout available.
He was completely caught out with Cleve Thompson there. And that's what 15 seconds can do to you. It can make you look a little silly sometimes. But anyone who has ever tried to play on a 15-second shot clock will have plenty of sympathy for Cleve Thompson in that situation.
It's a difference maker. And a lovely little flick on the 9 ball there to open it up.
It's okay, I think.
Well, he's definitely got it in the upper corner. It just depends on if he's going to take that shot on or not. And if he does, he's probably going to have to draw back 2 rails. And that's what he tried.
Yeah, just landed a little bit awkward. He played a lovely shot, didn't he, to develop the 2 stripes, including the 9 ball, but just landed hampered on the 6 by the right centre. Just limited what he could do. Maybe this match isn't all over just yet.
Definitely offers some breathing room for Cleve to get back in the match. We'll just have to see how young Mr. Henderson handles his break off in the next rack.
Cleve Thompson stays alive. It's a 4-3 to the young man. And he's going to make a ball here. And this split is pretty nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, no real trouble either way.
Yeah, he's judged that really well.
And got the perfect table, or the perfect angle to go down table to get on the 15 and the 12.
Yeah, that was a really cute little shot.
He's definitely hit a couple of decent shots.
I mean, that's perfection. Oh, it just kept on rolling, didn't it? Just kept on going. I think he's still fine. Yeah, he's okay. I thought for a second there he was going to end up having to play some kind of combo, but yeah, played it to perfection in the end. It's to go on the hill for Sam Henderson. 2-frame, or 2-rack lead, I should say, at this stage of the match is big.
And a pot on the 8-ball away.
That'll do it.
And Mr. Henderson has made it to the hill.
Cleve is itching for a ball here, but he's not going to get one. And the worst thing about this is for him is it's a pretty horrible split. And Sam, if he wants here, can just play with his food a little bit and make this frame really nasty for Cleve. There's definitely an argument for not going here.
Don't want to fault him for it, for sure.
Ah, looks a touch different now, doesn't it? 8-ball's still a problem for him, and he knows it.
Yep, no real up table angle to get to the stripes up table.
He's done well to get that far.
If he can manage to get the 10 ball down and fall on the 11 or the 12, he might be able to pull this rack out. Kind of costly scratch.
Yeah, wow, he says. I don't think he can quite believe it. But yeah, that was a tricky layout, and you can see the spring in Cleve's step here, because he knows this match is far from done.
If he can get these down in time, and oh no.
Yeah, that's caused just by rushing. It's the only downside when you try and play a little too quick. Can introduce a little bit of carelessness. Sam Henderson still will have to play a shot here. It's not going to be an easy one for this 8-ball. But he's cued that so well, he's ended up fully snookered.
Hit it too well.
He got so much action on that, didn't he? I don't think you can believe how far he's come.
And in habit, he's nominated his pocket.
So Cleve is going to get his step on. I think it probably is just about over because it is the Sam Henderson break next, but we are going to see Cleve Thompson in speed pull mode. He's having some fun out there, but that will ice the game, and Sam Henderson is going to claim a first Ultimate Pool USA Shootout victory and a very, very impressive performance from the young man as he dusts off Cleve Thompson in the last 16 to claim his spot in the quarterfinals.